Hey everyone, it's me, the Otaku Fego here. Today we are going to continue more 100 lines. So, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe in this video, trying to hit 11k subs at the end of the year. And without further ado, we're gonna jump right into this. Last time we learned that, well, Shoma has a mech. So that's fun. It's like, okay, dude. I thought that was pretty funny. I was just like, bro has a mech, what the fuck? But now we're gonna have some free time and just kind of dick around. So, who we gonna dick around with today? Let's see. So none of these guys yet want to hang out, it looks like, which is kind of unfortunate. I stand corrected. Hold up. Hello. This really takes me back. Talk to Yugami. Yugami, why are you laughing to yourself? I don't know. Why is he laughing to himself? I just remembered something while I was compounding drugs. Great! 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 Of course you're here making drugs. Of course you are! I was young and I'd only been doing my best to synthesize a poison that was even remotely acceptable. Day in and day out, I'd run my experiments. I tried every kind of medicine I could get my hands on. My efforts paid off when I successfully poisoned my first target. I was so happy I cried. He's so cute though, look at him, he's just a little guy. Looking back on it now, maybe those days were the height of my youth. Looks like he's lost in some seriously messed up memories. I should probably stay away. Sorry, Takumi, I'm gonna make you hang out with this dude whether you like it or not. Your experience is not the keyword memories. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Hey, that's a useful time of use of my time.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders will then.
Yeah, whatever. Where is CRA, man? For real. Looks like another day is over. There's nothing to do here at night. I'll just go to bed and rest up for tomorrow. Okay. And so our 45th day at Last Defense Academy ended without incident. Pogger. Day 46. Bum, bum, bum. Yep.
Get ready for your 46th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable. Be ready to give your...
Alright, cool. Who? Who? Right after the morning announcement ended, another sound echoed through my room. The doorbell.
Huh?
Who could need to talk to me this early? I don't know, and we're gonna find out. Not really expecting anything. I opened the door. I got a shock when I saw who was there, though. Hi, Nozomi. Good morning. Do you have a minute? Morning. Sure. Come on in. I did my best to act like I would if I were welcoming any other friend into my room, but it wasn't convincing. I was still nervous around her, even more so now that we were alone. Now that we've cleared everything up between our two groups, I can tell you about this with a clear conscience. What? It's time you knew. Oh, fuck yeah! Let's go! What the fuck is it? Okay. It's time you knew about world death. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yep. The most awful, most tragic, most whatever in human history is what that shit reminds me of. You'll really tell me? That's great. It's been on my mind for a while now. We're going to tell everyone together. When you're ready, come meet us in the war room. The war room? Okay, I'll be right there. And one more thing. What? You said you knew someone who looks just like me. Could you tell me a little bit about her sometime? That leaning forward sprite is almost like unsettling in a way. If it's okay with you, I mean. Flashing me a gentle smile, Nozomi left the room. I never thought she'd be the one to make the first move. I'm glad she did, though. I was way too nervous to bring it up. Someone who looks just like her. I don't know if that's the way I'd put it, but... No, first things first, I should head over to the war room and hear what they have to say. Oh lord. Oh boy, what is world death?
Alright, looks like everyone's here. Yes, indeed. All the dull-eyed simpletons with no refinement, social standing, and no future all gathered together in one place. The future's an unwritten book. I can still make something of myself. Anyway, let me cut right to the chase. We all called you here to talk about world death.
You said before that it was what caused this war between us and the invaders. What is it exactly?
Well, tell you everything that Nigo told us. It's a long story, but bear with us, okay? That's your cue, Yoshika.
Huh? What? Me? But I haven't prepared anything.
You're in charge of explanations. It's what you're good at. Explanations and exhibitionism. You're a double threat.
I am not taking my clothes off.
Don't worry, I'll take the lead here.
Oh, Lord. I'm scared.
Before I start, there's some terminology we need to get straight. Back at the Tokyo residential complex, did you ever hear something called
Planet Earth? Whoa. Okay, hold on now. So are they not? Okay, so are we in space? Because I always noticed that the school building looks like a spaceship. Planet Earth. I've heard of it, sure. I can't say I know wait, so they're not- what the fuck? Same here. When I read in library books back home, it's where humanity used to live. Oh, okay, what the fuck?
They mention it in old manga sometimes. It's supposed to be really huge, like hundreds of times bigger than the complex.
So if the complex is on Earth, where the fuck are they? And then where are they now? What the hell? I think that's about all of us and all any of us know. They could have skimmed over the subject in school. In school? Oh my god. Humanity once lived all over planet Earth. The population was in the billions. And they didn't live under a giant ceiling either. They had an open sky, just like the one here. Wait, so, I wonder, is this planet Earth then? Are we on planet Earth now? I don't know what's going on anymore. Billions? How many? But then, a phenomenon that came to be known as world death changed everything. Earth was no longer able to support life like it had once had, and the population began to decline rapidly. To combat this, giant underground shelters were constructed to house the survivors before humanity died out. Okay, so they were underground. Is this above ground then? Underground shelters. You mean? Yes, that's what the place where we grew up really is. Okay, that checks out. So then, right now, we're on Earth, like the top of it. That's what maybe. The Tokyo residential complex is a colossal shelter hidden deep beneath the Earth's surface. So we're on top of the Earth right now then, right? A shelter. The whole thing? All this happened a long time ago, so even Nigo wasn't sure how accurate this information is anymore. So far as we know, our community in the Tokyo residential complex is the last of humanity. It has been for hundreds of years now. Oh god. Wow, we're really getting a history lesson today, huh? They never knew there was a time before the TRC. And world death is what forced everyone down there? Just what kind of phenomenon is it? Essentially, the planet began killing itself. Just kill yourself. In Minecraft.
It did what?
According to Nigo, the Earth has a life of its own, and while it's not quite like ours, it has its own will too. What the hell? When the planet decided to end its life, numerous natural disasters started occurring all over the world. What the fuck? That was world death. The planet tried to kill itself. It can do that? What the hell?
What drove the Earth to do that to itself?
I don't know. It got tired of living. I don't know. Remember how we said the human population was in the billions? Well, they all needed somewhere to live. That was that voice line, or that voice cue, whatever. They developed and cultivated the world around them as they saw fit, not really giving a crap about the long-term content. Oh dear, this is what's happening in the real world too. Pretty soon, they were draining the planet's resources faster than it could replenish them.
Not to mention the many wars humanity fought against each other. Some of them were so bad they left Earth permanently scarred. It couldn't put up with that kind of abuse forever. Something had to give. I'm not surprised, leeching off someone else without ever giving anything back. Abusing them on top of that? Sounds like my scumbag brother. You have a brother? You have a brother? They didn't realize the planet had a mind of its own, but they should have known better. Humanity continued to propagate, willfully ignorant of the damage they were doing. Of course, the Earth wasn't completely powerless. It showed its resistance with earthquakes, tsunamis, wildfires, volcanic eruptions, stuff like that. But no one recognized those disasters for what they were. They ignored the warning signs and just kept keeping on. Right, just like how they ignored all the eviction notices and restraining orders and doubled down on the violence. What? Girl, what? Ugh. You're making it really hard for us to ignore you. Finally, Earth reached his breaking point and shut himself up in his room to wallow in self-loathing and play gory anime games all day. You can tell us your twisted family history later. Just shut up for a minute. As I was saying, Earth turned to its last resort to kill itself and take mankind out with it. You gotta admit, World Death is a pretty fitting name. So, the planet dying, the planet choosing to kill itself, was humanity's fault? Not a pleasant thought, is it? The Earth must have really hated us by then. It's hard to imagine that kind of overwhelming despair that would make something do that. Once World Death began, there was no stopping it. The environment became barren, hostile. Billions of lives were lost. The only reason humanity didn't go extinct is because a handful of communities were able to escape into the shelters. Like the Tokyo residential complex. Have you ever wondered where the name comes from? Most of the people in the complex are descended from residents of Tokyo, a metropolis that stood on the surface hundreds of years ago. Huh. Interesting. How long has this been going on? Of course, it's been so long that no one remembers what kind of place it was, or why it was called that. Whole generations have lived their lives without any awareness of the world outside the complex. Us included, naturally. By the time we were born, humanity had already been living underground for centuries. Until we were brought here, the complex, the shelter, was our entire world.
Huh?
We ain't in the complex anymore, so you're saying this is what the surface looks like now? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yes. This is what Earth became after it was ravaged by world death.
Huh, okay, that's interesting.
This is the land where our ancestors lived.
Yeah.
You can see now why they had to go underground.
That checks out. Makes sense to me. For real, if it's that bad, should we even be here? Should we get back to the complex, Anne? The complex isn't necessarily any safer. Not anymore. What do you mean? TRC's days are numbered. The whole place is gonna collapse soon. What? What? Why? How? Nande?
World death is still going on. It won't end until all life on Earth is extinguished. It's only a matter of time until our little pocket of humanity runs out of resources and finally gives up the ghost.
No way!
There's just one thing that can save humanity from the effects of world death. Give everyone a brighter future. And that's whatever is in the defense room of this academy, or so Nigo said.
It could save us from world death? But what is it? What is this school here to protect? Perchance it is a set of mystical artifacts that grant a single wish when brought together. What is a holy grail? Well, maybe it's just one, and we'll have to set on a journey across the universe to collect others. A grand tour, if you will. What? If they could just ask the Eternal Dragon to bring everyone back? Give the program, Grandma. It's all about permadeath these days. I love Darby.
Once you're gone, you're gone.
Nay, morbid stories where everyone dies are even more out of date. In trying times, people need something more uplifting. Can you two have the discussion somewhere else? Unfortunately, Nigo didn't have clearance to actually tell us what's in the defense room. Said it had to remain secret so the enemy couldn't get wind of it. But there was one thing he said he was very clear on. Whatever this thing is, it's humanity's last hope. That sounds ominous. And we're fairly certain that something is going to happen on our 100th day here. Something's going to activate, or awaken, or something. At any rate, that's what will deliver humanity from world death. We'll be able to live and thrive on the surface again. All we have to do is make it to day 100. Zombie said it's our last hope, but last chance might be more appropriate. If we mess it up, mankind's like done for. Our last chance.
Huh?
And the invaders are trying to stop this world-saving event from happening.
Yeah, the invaders are another thing we didn't get that many details on. But judging by what we have been told, we've come to a conclusion of our own. The invaders are world death itself. Like something summoned by a curse? The Earth must have given birth to them to further the advance of world death and the eradication of all life on the planet. You've seen the way they fight. It's not just a stretch, is it? Anyone explain why they're so fixated on destroying the school?
So they're not actually invading for so much as manifestations of the planet's will. And the Earth itself is the final boss here? How are we supposed to deal with that? These have gotten really heavy. Sorry, I started getting nervous again. Now do you see why it's so important that we protect whatever's in the defense room from the invaders? We haven't been exaggerating. Humanity's future really does depend on us. The hopes and dreams of all mankind rest on our shoulders. We can't let them down. If we lose here, it's all over. So that's how it is. There you have it, a comprehensive summary of the situation. This is why we must strive for nothing less than total victory.
Why are you looking so pleased with yourself? You didn't contribute to that comprehensive summary at all. Your glory-hogging chowderhead.
Forgive me. That was never my intent.
If you want forgiveness, strip down and bear your contrition. I don't know. For all to see. But leave those ridiculous sneakers on. You'll look even more exposed that way.
What the fuck? Why this sudden fixation on me getting naked, Lady Kurata? If everything you've told us is true. Yes, we do understand now. We finally know what this war is all about and how important it is. Better late than never, I guess. It explains the difference in the two groups' attitudes as well. It's no wonder Nozomi and the others have such a strong sense of duty. Us, on the other hand, Siri was killed before we could hear about any of this. We've just been fighting for our own reasons in our own disorganized way. Damn, wish I'd known this sooner. I'm more fired up than ever now. Fighting to save people, that's one thing. But saving all of humanity, that's a whole other level. If we pull this off, we'll be heroes. We'll probably get a reward and everything. I mean, if we save all of mankind from destruction, no one's gonna begrudge us a couple million yen here or there, right? I knew whatever was going on here was serious, but I never thought it'd be this bad. I'd have been better off not knowing. I still think the people in charge are crazy for sending an unremarkable nematode like me. But since I'm here, I guess I should give it my all too. Don't worry, so as long as we work together, we can overcome anything, even world death. Everyone's sounding a lot more motivated now. We're still missing a lot of details, but it's enough for us to start presenting a more unified front. This doesn't feel like some random war we were forced into anymore. It's so much more than that. She's losing it. Okay, so some of us are taking it better than others. It is a lot to take in, after all. Sorry to have to be the fly in your, ointment. What? But I still have some reservations. Now more than ever, I have to wonder if this mission is so important. Why entrust it to a bunch of random teenagers? True. I'm sorry, I can't answer that. Ego didn't seem to know anything about the selection process. Maybe there's a clue in the dreams Shoma's been having. The ones about us being experimented on in that place? Kamakura General Hospital, was it? Interesting idea. Too bad it's not really enough to go on. I'm sorry. My peanut kernel of a brain can only handle so much. What you think, Yuma? Kako? Does all this make you want to fight like the rest of us? Us? Fight? Yeah? Yume's future's on the line, you know. Mr. Yakushi, I think you need to get your hearing checked. I've already made my position quite clear. I don't care about humanity. I don't care what happens to the complex, or to the planet for that matter. All I care about is my dear sister.
Whew.
We've got no real reason to get involved, so we'll just leave the fighting to you. Isn't that right, sister dearest? But if it's to defend all of mankind then, and he's gonna immediately clock her shit and tell her to shut the fuck up. See, my dear sister, or he's just gonna completely ignore her. What the hell? Let the girl talk for herself, man. If that's all, we'll be leaving now. I haven't had breakfast yet, and I'm positively famished. Good luck with the whole saving the world thing, everyone. Nonchalant as ever, Eva turned and left, dragging Kako along behind him.
Okay, something's seriously wrong with the Wonder Twins over there. How can they remain so detached from everything?
They're like two self-obsessed peas in a pod. Still cute though. Both of them? Yeah, you're totally a bisexual. Do you young people today have no notion of social responsibility? But fear not, the holy Jumonji sword and I will beat some sense into them.
Leave them, Kyoshkia. Don't try to force them, we'll only push them away further.
That's just the way they are. There's not a lot we can do about it. Are you good, bro? You okay, Ato? I'll be fine. This little discussion is starting to take its toll on me, that's all.
We have been talking for a while now. Maybe we should end the meeting here and give everyone some time to process this information.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Yeah, especially Darumi, apparently. She'll probably short circuit if she has to listen to any more. Yeah, alright, so now we know what world death is. Everyone else seemed to agree with the sentiment, so we decided to go back to our rooms for the time being. Huh. What a way to start the day. I have a feeling this will do wonders for our morale, though. Protecting this school means putting a stop to a world death. It means bringing hope back to a dying world. We may not know why we were chosen for this mission, but that doesn't change what we need to do. I'll keep fighting, for the good of humanity, for everyone back in the complex, and for Karura. Now that that's settled, what should I do for the rest of the day? Don't really feel like sitting around doing nothing right now. Yippee! Free time! Please let me hang out with the other people, please. Hello again. Are you good? Is bro good?
Huh?
What's the matter, Yukamu? Are you not feeling well? Don't worry. I was just experimenting. Experimenting on what? I was testing the effectiveness of my new poison on myself. Who are you, Mau Mau from the Apothecary Diaries? Being my own guinea pig, if you will. He's way more insane than Mau Mau, actually. Guinea pig? Are you crazy? That's way too risky. I wanted to feel the effects for myself. Poison is one of the tools of my trade, after all. A professional killer needs to be fully familiar with poisons. I'm just putting some time together. You understand you got me better now. Oh, is that so? Huh, okay. Weird. More free time! I want to see what the report card update do for him. Okay. Oh, there's like 3 people there. Oh. Yes! Okay, hold on. Who else is available? Okay, so he doesn't want to be available. You. Hell yeah! Finally, we can hang out with her. Not you. Where is she? Hi.
What? I want to take a break on the roof with me, Takumi?
Sure. Oh, that's an interesting side profile. She looks a lot, like, thicker this way. Which isn't a bad thing, it's just interesting.
I've decided to spend my breaks on the roof. I love gazing at the big blue sky and discovering unusual clouds.
That sounds very you, Nozomi.
Oh, look, that cloud is shaped like a tulip. It's like a big flower blooming in the sky.
Huh?
A tulip. Looks like a chicken skewer to me.
Oh, and that one's a piano.
I have PTSD now.
I wonder what it would sound like if we could play it.
Who are you, Kaede?
Ah.
The piano? I'm seeing a hamburger.
It's all food to you. Are you hungry, Takumi?
Now that you mention it. And relaxing time with Nozomi on the roof. Cute. After spending some time together, yay. Calculation divided by 6. Bow, ding, dong.
Howdy, soldiers. It's time to... You never know when the invaders will, then. Yeah, good.
Good night. Alright, nighttime. The day's already over. Just like the announcement says, we've got no idea when the next attack might be. When it does come, I'll be ready. I'll fight with all my might to protect this school. Guess I'll call it a night. Getting enough rest is part of being prepared too. Nappy time! I lay in bed, closed my eyes, and with a few minutes found myself drifting to a deep sleep. There we go.
Hey, Karuha?
At least it's not Claire de Lune.
Yeah? What is it?
Could you help me out with this question? You know I suck at math.
Me too, Takumi. Me too.
If I just give you the answer, you'll never learn.
Oh, no fair.
These two are really cute. I really like them.
It's your own fault for leaving all your homework until the last day of summer.
What are you even doing here then? Can't you go read at home?
Your mom asked me to keep an eye on you and make sure you weren't goofing off.
So, I'm basically a prisoner in my own room.
Yes.
Yup. Now, do a good job and earn that parole.
What's that book you're reading anyway? Looks old.
It's about the world outside the complex.
That again?
Well, it's interesting. Don't you ever wonder what it's like out there? What it was like in the olden days?
I don't think he does.
Reading these old books, I feel like I can imagine it. It gives me a connection to those people who lived under the open sky all those hundreds of years ago. At least, when I can find them, it does. Most libraries don't even stock them anymore. I must have read this book a million times
Damn.
already.
Most people aren't interested in that stuff. The outside world's a scary place.
No, I think there's more to it than that.
Do you now?
The people in charge are probably covering it up. They don't want us to learn too much about the outside world in case it makes us want to leave.
That checks out.
You're a conspiracy theorist now? Give it a rest.
Nah, Takumi. She sounds right to me. That's what I would think.
Seriously, though, I'd love to see it for myself someday, even if just for a little while. I want to see the sky and the stars and the moon with my own eyes. This book says they're so pretty, people held parties just to look at them.
Moon? What's that?
He's like, what the fuck is a moon?
A big chunk of rock that floats around the earth. It's close enough that it looks like it's right above your head. And it's got a pale glow that lights up the night.
Right above your head? What if it falls on us?
You die.
Nah, that'll never happen.
I don't know about that one, but...
Besides, don't you have other things to worry about? If you don't finish on time, your mom will take away your video games.
Not the video games, no!
Oh, I almost forgot about that. Why does math have to be so hard?
Mood. Day 47. Bing, bing, boom.
Get ready for your 47th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to be ready to give your...
Yippee. Alright. Why says well, I guess after the dream he's feeling a little down. How ironic. I never felt any kind of interest in the outside world, but I'm the one who ended up here. I wonder how many people in the complex have ever thought about leaving. Would they even want to live on the surface again? I can't speak for everyone else, but Kata would love it, that's for sure. Come on, cheer up, man. If we can make it through these 100 days, I can make that happen, right? What would life be like for us then? I can't even imagine it. No use worrying about it now. I have to actually make it through this war first. There we go. As for today, I'll start by going to the cafeteria. I'm pretty hungry. The cafeteria was more full than I'd seen in a while. Main campus and second campus, fighters and non-fighters, they were all there. Sure is busy today. It's kind of nice to see everyone together like this, though. Almost like we're a real class. No offense, if I had to go to school with these weirdos, I'd never make an graduation.
Don't worry, Gaku. You're less of a classmate, more like a slave who happened to come through the wrong door.
What kind of school would keep slaves on its grounds?
I think we'd make a great class. All these strong personalities make it more interesting. Wouldn't you say so, Takumi?
Yeah, maybe. Just when I feel like I'm starting to get used to Nozomi, I dream out Kadra. And now I'm uncomfortable all over again. We learned a lot about world death yesterday, but I'm still no closer to figuring out the connection between those two. Hey, I thought you guys had morning training around this time. Taking a break today?
Yes, we can always train a little later, and it's worth it to get to talk to everyone.
I, for one, welcome the change. Just spending a little time as a group in the mornings is sure to bring us all closer together. That stinks. What? Oh no. Not whatever vapid inspirational statement you were about to make, Mr. Aotsuki. I mean, there's an actual weird smell in the air. It's like rotting fruit and armpit sweat.
Hey, that's my curry you're talking about. You're gonna ruin everyone's first impression of it. Wait, you made more curry? Well, you look so pathetic when you said how much you wanted to eat again. I couldn't help myself. Huh? Wait here, I'll go get it.
Kurara, Kurara, what the fuck? Kadara, Kurara, there's so many fucking K-names, skipped away and returned with a plate of curry, which she set down in front of Gaku.
Prepare your taste buds for the ride of their life, courtesy of the Otsutsuki family recipe. I expect you to eat it all, even the plate.
Maybe not the plate. I'm not eating the plate. Besides, curry is kind of heavy for breakfast.
Oh, you unrefined little mole rat. What is it like to live so totally unaware of the world around you? I've adjusted the flavor to make it more suitable for a morning meal. Now hold onto your ass, because this is going to send you into orbit.
Come on, I bet it's not that great. Despite his protest, Gaku scooped up a spoonful of curry and brought it self-consciously to his mouth.
This is
What the hell is that Sprite? What is that face? What does that say in Japanese? I wonder if it says like, I don't know. But what the fuck? What does that say? The taste seems mild at first, but then you realize it doesn't need to flaunt its spiciness. It just lets itself spread throughout your mouth subtly, demurely. Very demure, very mindful. But then the aftertaste hits you, and it's like a fireworks display of flavor, sweet and savory, bursting in one after the another, perfectly balanced so neither overpowers the other. This Sprite is something, alright. Kind of reminds me of something you'd see in Otsumatsu-san. The more you eat, the stronger the spiciness gets, until your tongue is tingling with delight. The contrast it creates with the simple wholesomeness of the rice is sublime. And don't even get me started on the texture. The sauce is so creamy, the meat's so tender. I can't stop eating. My body's desperate for more. Slow down. I can't keep up with all this information.
This dish is the ultimate evolution of culinary achievement. Bow down before its superior pedigree. Yes, ma'am.
It's really all that? Hey man, let me try some. Just one bite.
Me too. How much curry do you guys think is in a lethal dose?
Back off. This is mine. Thieves. All of you. You won't take my precious from me.
No one can resist the allure of Otsutsuki curry. Very well, you all may partake in my family's gift to the curry lovers of the world. Form an orderly line. There.
Is it going to be like this every morning from now on?
Let them have their fun. A little camaraderie might help improve their teamwork.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Okay. Do you mind if I ask you something?
What is it?
When you were a kid, did you want to see the world outside the complex? Did you ever think about that kind of thing?
Yes, actually. I thought about it quite a lot. I thought it would be great to see it with my own eyes, even if it was only for a little while. Granted, now that I'm here, it's not exactly what I was expecting.
Huh. The lively mood lasted all through breakfast. Eventually, the group dispersed and I headed back to my room. Huh. Interesting. Anytime I talk to Nozomi, it just raises more questions about her and Kadora. Sometimes it feels like their personalities are completely different, but then Nozomi will come out with something I've heard Kadora say before, practically word for word. Are they really parallel versions of each other? I seriously can't think of anything else that would explain it. Ugh, no use racking my brain about this. I'm trying to talk to her more later. In the meantime, what should I do today? Free time! Hey, Takumi. What is it today?
That's
Dang, why doesn't the school have any calendars? I can't throw any birthday parties if I don't know the date.
Gaku really seems fixated on throwing birthday parties, the weirdo. I'm just wasting time together, yippee. Boggers. More free time. What does she give you? I am kind of curious to do it one time with her, let's say. Hello.
Hello, Sir Takumi. Would you like to eat some snacks with me?
huh.
Pretty, this cafeteria rocks. It's a dream to have unlimited access to Anmitsu. When I lived alone in the mountains with my grandpa, I was only rarely permitted to eat sweets.
Huh?
It must have been hard living in the mountains like that. Don't imagine you have a lot of convenience stores around. No, probably absolutely none.
Forget convenience stores. We don't have a supermarket or schools or anything at all.
Well then what the fuck?
We fended for ourselves, except for whenever traveling salesmen would drop by. Naturally, that meant no Anmitsu or any such thing. Whenever I wanted a sweet treat, I would suckle on the nectar of nearby flowers.
Well, wow, that is unfathomable to me.
I'd often accidentally slip on the poisonous one, then I'd foam at the mouth and pass out.
Oh god. Often! The way the text is. I enjoy the cafeteria's Anmitsu as it lists to Kiyoshika's ceramic. What is Anmitsu? Oh, okay. So it's like a little fruit bowl, kind of. Interesting. After spending some time together, you understand Kiyoshika better now. Boggers.
You never know when the well then.
Bedtime. Go sleepy.
Huh?
We made it through another day. Our last battle was still pretty recent, so there probably won't be another for a while. But this is the invaders we're talking about. They don't do predictable. I'd better rest up for whatever tomorrow brings. I fell asleep surprisingly easy that night. Compared to when I first got here, the absurdity of the situation and the overhanging threat of the enemy attacks didn't bother me nearly as much as it used to. Maybe I was getting used to the place, but was that a good thing? Yes, no, maybe so. Day 48. Dong, bing, bong.
Get ready for your 48th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to be ready to give you.
Okay, thanks, Siri. Oh, good. Also, we've completely forgotten, like, the characters have completely forgotten how to find Hirako, forgotten to find Siri, because they're just like, yeah, who are they? I don't know. And then the other characters, kind of forgetting about Moko, so. Morning already. I head over to the cafeteria. Like, guys, where is my wife Hirako? Where is she? I want my wife Hirako back. When I got to the cafeteria, everyone else was already there, chatting pleasantly over their morning meal.
So Shoma, I've been wondering, what actually powers your robot suit? What's the structure of the mechanical parts like? I think it runs on Hemo-Anima, and sorry, I don't really know all that much about how it fits together. Maybe you can summon it for me sometime. I'd love to take a closer look at it.
Excuse me.
Tsubasa, but please, you shouldn't get so close. My body odor is hazardous to the health of everyone around me, especially girls. Oh, I bet it's not that bad. It's not, is it?
Is this the price of your power, Sir Shoma? Did you have to make a vow to never allow yourself to be touched by a woman unless she best you in a fair battle? But in the midst of all that merriment, two figures remained steadfastly silent. They're awfully quiet today, even for them. started toward Ima and Kako, but before I could reach them, another voice called out to me. Takumi, do you have a minute? It's important. Uh-oh, what?
Huh?
What's up, Eito? It's about what we discussed before, you know, my theory about how we all got here. Oh, did you find out anything new? Not exactly. Why did the music just cut out? I know this will sound weird in light of what I said before, but I don't think we're dealing with a parallel universe after all. Then what the fuck do you think we're dealing with? Huh? After we learned about world death yesterday, I did a lot of thinking. We're here fighting the invaders to make it safer for the remnants of humanity to move out of the Tokyo residential complex, right? So the complex and the academy don't exist in different worlds like we originally thought. It's just that this one is on the surface while the other's underground. Yeah, that checks out. When you think about it that way, the idea that we've been transferred to a parallel universe starts to look less credible than it did before. One more thing. I've been asking everyone about their lives in the complex, trying to build a more complete picture. If we really were in a parallel universe now, it wouldn't be out of the question for some of us to have originally come from different versions of the TRC. But as far as I can tell, our accounts line up perfectly. There's no doubt we all came from the same place. Okay, so that, I was wondering about that because of all the different, like, uniforms and stuff, but... Okay, but there's still stuff we can't explain, right? Stuff that supported the parallel universe theory. You mean the connection between Nozomi and your old friend Kagura? I'm afraid I'm no closer to solving that mystery. Right now, I can only assume that their likeness to each other is a coincidence, or that they're the same person and something's gone wrong with her memory. Those are our options now? There's no way this is just a coincidence. In that case. When you say something's gone wrong, do you mean...
Hey, you two. What are you whispering about over here?
What? Oh, nothing at all. That's right, we were just having a normal conversation. Nothing suspicious here, nothing sus here.
You know saying that only makes you seem more sus, right? I mean suspicious.
Anyway, well, this completely normal conversation has given me an empty stick, that's funny. Yes, my thoughts exactly. Eito and I gave our attention wholeheartedly to our food in a vain attempt to throw Nozomi off our trail. Yeah, I don't think it worked. Feeling bloated from scarfing down so much so quickly, I went back to my room to let my stomach settle. I don't think that worked out. I think she's on to you guys. Phew. Now that I think about it, Eito's probably right. Knowing what we do now, there's no reason to think our residential complex exists in a totally different world from this one. But then, how do we explain Nozomi and Kagura? Coincidence? Amnesia? Even if we do fit in one of those explanations, how are we supposed to prove it? If I asked Nozomi about it directly, it only put her on the back foot again. She's finally started getting comfortable around me. I don't want to jeopardize that. Once I get like this, it's hard to think about anything else. I'm starting to wish Eito never shared his theory with me in the first place. I need to do something to take my mind off this. How should I spend my free time today? Oh boy. Ooh, Kurata wants to hang out. And Eito, Darumi. Eito gets to Kurata. I'm curious what she might have to say. Hello.
Unforgivable. Someone must pay for this.
What's the matter, Kurata? What are you so mad about?
Listen to what that imbecile Gaku just said to me. You think you're all that, but under that mask you're just a lame little baby. Ha! I can't allow a pauper to call me a little baby. I have to get my retribution. So that's why.
He has a gun? Oh god! Take that away from her immediately.
I made this.
A gun? You're gonna shoot Gaku?
That's what he gets for selling my honor like that. Just you wait, Gaku. I'm gonna splatter your brains all over this place like tomato sauce. It's going to be a bloodbath.
Who are you, Darumi? After spending did you take the gun away from her? Please tell me you took the gun away from her. Poor Gaku. Rambozu Gaku's dead. Let's do her again, why not? Did we take the gun away from you? Oh. Is again the same thing? Yeah, it's the same thing. I friendly stopped Konami from getting revenge on Gaku. Insane. Please tell me you took that gun away from her. Please, God. And don't let Darby know there's a gun lying around somewhere, because that's bad. Nighttime, bedtime. Another day gone. Time sure flies when we're not fighting. You good? Not when I'm alone, though. Can't help coming back to the Nozomi Kado issue.
Yeah.
I need to stop thinking about this. There's nothing I can do about it for now. I got into bed with difficulty, cleared my mind. I didn't want to lose sleep over this problem if I could help it. And so, the curtain fell on my 48th day at Last Defense Academy. Day 49, we're almost at day 50! That's the opposite, but you know, whatever.
Get ready for your 49th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to be ready to get...
Cool. Thanks, Zero. Everyone's probably meeting up in the cafeteria. We should get going too. Alright, what happens today in the cafeteria? The cafeteria was full like it had been the last few days. Kako and Emo were the only ones missing.
Are the twins coming today?
I don't know. Should I go check up on them? I'd offer to do it. Whenever right beside me so early in the morning would ruin their entire day.
I saw Emo earlier. He's fine. Said he wants to leave us to leave him and Kako alone for a while. I wonder what's gotten into him. Something about us having a pernicious influence on his dear sister, right?
Well, that's just rude. That was rude. That was pretty fucking rude.
Accurate, though. The walls are awfully thin around here, Kyoshika. I heard you and your sword going at it last night.
Oh, God. That's a lie. I was being so careful. Nobody could have heard me. Whoa, hold on. You could... Whoa. You realize you just admitted you were up to something, right? Yeah, I was like, girl. Well, it's not like Eva's treating us like dirt or anything. Is anything new? I say leave him be. Nothing any of us is going to say is going to convince him to fight anyway. He's never isolated himself in Kako like this before, though. I think it's better I ask him about it next time I see him. Alright, good luck with that. Putting aside our concerns about the Tsukumo twins, we continued our breakfast without further incident. After a while, I decided to head back to my room. What are they up to? What is their issue? Even if things are quiet now, I shouldn't let my guard down. I have to be ready for the next attack whenever it does come. Let's do Gaku. We've been doing a bit of the girls for a while. Let's switch it up a bit. Also. None of the clothing options in this gift don't matter to my style at all, bro. Gaku ranted to me about what he looks wearing clothes. I just made time to but poggers. Poggers. So my linguistics is really good. Science, social studies, gym. This is all very interesting. How the fuck this... I don't understand how this works, like, at all. Oh, I got a achievement for that. And where's Nozomi? There you are. Also, wait, the twins are... This is Ima's room and they're both in there. Why? 1 second, Nozomi. I should just go to someone else. Okay, that's weird. The fuck are they doing in there?
Want to take a break on the roof with me, Takumi?
Yep.
Let's relax and look at the sky.
And a peaceful break on the roof. Poggers. Yay! Math goes up. Poggers. Bing bong.
Howdy, soldiers. It's time. You never know when the invaders might attack. Well then.
Good night. Looks like I made it through another day. I get the feeling things won't stay this peaceful for much longer. What? I looked up suddenly, startled out of my thoughts. Nothing really happened, but I said something. Uh-oh. Was it my imagination? Or was there someone just outside my door? Uh-oh. Who is it? I cautiously opened the door, wondering why whoever it was didn't knock or ring the bell. When I got outside, is it raining? It is. There was nobody there. Guess I was just imagining it. Not so sure though. Oh, and it's raining too. It's really coming down hard. Raindrops were pelting the rooftop all around me, producing a relentless rhythmic beat.
I probably mistook this sound for footsteps or something. Yeah, that must be it.
Yeah, sure it was, sure.
Oh, seriously. This rain stuff is nothing but trouble. I'm gonna get soaked standing out here.
Yeah, Dad, yeah, it was the rain, yeah. Keep telling yourself that, Takumi. I turned around to go back inside, but found myself gazing up at the sky. The moon! That big rock again. Weird. Looks bigger than it was before. That's sus. Does it change from day to day? Maybe it's just a trick of the light and the rain.
I want to see the sky and the stars and the moon with my own eyes. This book says
Oh,
they're
Lordy.
so pretty. People held parties just to look at them.
Moon?
A big chunk of
Yep.
rock.
I guess that must be the moon. The one Kado I wanted to see so badly. I'm sorry!
What's that? It looks like there's something mechanical on the surface.
What in the Death Star is that? What the fuck? The moon's a lie! Excuse me?
What's that all about? I thought the moon was meant to be just a hunk of rock.
What in the hell is that? Oh, that's the what? Hi. What the fuck? Huh?
You again? When did you...
It has. I just noticed this thing has claws, like on his. What the fuck? It's trying to tell me something, just like before. Still can't hear a thing, but it did not just speak just now, and you heard him say that. I'm not sure.
Never mind that. I'm not letting you get away this time. Everything that's happened to us is your fault. Sirei being killed, Hideko going missing. You were behind all of it, weren't you? What are you? One of the
I
commanders?
don't think that's what he. I don't know.
You know what? Save it. You can explain yourself once I know you're not going anywhere.
Just as I lunged forward to grapple with a fiery invader, gone. Oh shit! There was a sound like the sky ripping apart and a blinding flash of light.
Gah!
And gone? I was so surprised that my whole body tensed up. My foot came down the slick ground at a weird angle, and I lost my balance. The next thing I knew, well, nothing. I totally blacked out. Damn. That's unfortunate. You good? Is he okay? Takumi, are you okay?
Get ready for your 50th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. That's right, folks, you're halfway there. Like a lizard on a chair.
What the fuck does that even mean?
You're stepped in blood so far. Returning would be as tedious as to go o'er. There's no turning back now. In honor of the occasion, I've unlocked the courtyard.
Courtyard!
It's a perfect place to enjoy a moment of quiet contemplation.
Yay!
I've also prepared a special gift for each and every one of you brave soldiers.
What do you mean by that?
I'll give them to you in person.
No, you
So
won't.
come find me in the cafeteria.
No, you won't. You're not here. Oh, did you just... You just were there all night. I came lying on the cold, hard surface of the school rooftop. Was I dreaming? No, my back was aching too badly for this to be anything but real. For a moment, I couldn't remember how I got there. But then it all came rushing back. The invader made of undying flames appeared again last night. That's right. He attacked me. No, he didn't actually. That was lightning. What was that weird technique he used? It looked like the whole sky lit up for a second and then... Are you alright, Takumi? What are you doing out here? Oh, hey, Eito. That was some weather we had last night, huh? I I've never seen lightning before. Lightning? A discharge of electricity from storm clouds. It happens here in the outside world from time to time. You probably heard the thunder. That's the sound of it hitting the ground. There's enough force in each strike to cause instant death. Oh god. Instant death? That's what I read anyway. Lightning is rare, but when it happens, it's swift and deadly. Honestly, with such dangerous natural phenomena to deal with, it's hard to believe humanity survived it for as long as they did. Wait, natural phenomena? So all that was just natural? Wasn't an attack? But then why did I... Are you sure you're feeling alright, Takumi? You look pale. Maybe you should get some rest. I can bring you your breakfast if you like. Breakfast in bed from my sweetheart. I don't mind making the trip twice for you, if that's what friends are for, right? Gay as shit. No, I'm fine. I just need a minute. I'll see you in the cafeteria. Okay, let me know if there's anything I can do for you. Gay little toink, whatever the fuck you are. With a reluctant smile, Eito went on ahead. If that lightning flash wasn't something the invader did, why did it end up passing out till morning? I think you just kind of hit your head too hard, buddy, when you fell. How did it happen again? I thought back to the events of last night. I lunged for the fiery invader. There was a flash of light and a loud bang when I was falling. Some of the wet ground had hit my head. Guess that would explain it. That would have left me completely defenseless, though. Why didn't the invader finish me off? Another mystery to add to the pile. I should let the others know about this. They're probably in the cafeteria already. Bro just slept on the ground all night. You two are still in there. Why? What are you doing? When I got to the cafeteria, I found everyone discussing the new area that had opened up. The courtyard, right? Yeah, I saw it. Looks pretty nice, huh? Yeah, it's got a little on the plain side, but I think that it's got a tough space. Why are there cages there, though? I didn't see any cages. With cages that big, we could keep an invader or two. It'd make it nice and comfy. I'd make it nice and comfy with them. Invaders are our enemies, not pets.
Never mind that. Where's my present? I was promised a special gift for being a brave soldier. Are you saying there's no gift? No! Everything is lies! Everything is lies!
There's not much we can do about it. Siri isn't here anymore. What do you think he's gonna give us? The announcement made it sound pretty special. Doubtless it would be something intended to boost our morale and bring us some measure of joy, so perhaps. A new set of torture instruments?
Collars and bombs in them?
You two are the only ones who'd want something like that. Nah, I'd bet it was a big wad of cash. Just my luck I'd miss out on getting it. I hated to ruin the mood, but they needed to know. I raised my voice to make myself heard above the
Yeah!
Everyone, can I have your attention for a minute? There's something I need to... Well, goddammit. Huh? Before I could go on, I was cut off by a blaring sound. Well, shit. I wanted to see the courtyard, but I guess not. The alarm. The invaders are back already?
Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Unauthorized defense mode.
Ugh, seriously? There's usually more time between attacks than this.
No fair, bringing another one of us this early. I'm gonna hurl. No matter how many times I hear the siren, it never gets any easier to deal with. Let's go, everyone. The invaders are attacking. There's only one thing for us to do.
Come, unwashed masses, to the war room.
Right, let's do it. Everybody hurried out of the room, effectively putting the conversation on hold. Something about last night can wait. Defending the school comes first. That's what I have to focus on right now. Defeat the invaders, defend the school, save mankind. Alright, everyone's here. Let's get out there and kick some ass. Wait a minute. I've been checking the security feed and something's not right. What you mean? Yugamu pointed to the monitor.
There's no one there. I did a sweep of the whole perimeter, but the place is empty.
Then why the fuck?
Hey, you're right. Where are the invaders?
Don't tell me that was a false alarm. They must be invisible. We'll have to, like, pelt them with bags of flour or something.
I hope that's not the case.
Look! What's that? There!
Oh yeah, there's something. No, someone out there. Maybe a commander.
Weird.
Coming out to face us all alone? I can't help but admire its courage.
I'm not so sure about that. Doesn't it look a little unsteady on its feet?
Yeah, I would say even just from that. What the fuck's going on?
I'm pretty sure the security cameras have a zoom function. Here, I'll see if I can get us a closer look.
Tsubasa pressed a few buttons, and the image on the screen zeroed in on the strange figure, gradually showing more and more details. Oh shit!
A wrestler?
Oh shit! That's probably. Oh, they're gonna freak the fuck out because that's probably Moko.
This one's not wearing a mask or nothing. Is that what the commanders look like underneath?
No, that's not a commander. It's Moko.
It is Moko. Hi. So this is what she looks like. What the hell? Where have you been? What's going on?
Huh?
How did you make it here?
It's Moko. She's come back to us.
That's Moko?
Oh, and she's down. We gotta go get her. We rushed outside to where the girl had collapsed and carried her back to the school. There's still a vacant room on the roof, so we set her up in there. Huh. Well, alright, now we have everyone. Oh, this is a very thick room. It looks like she's not hurt too badly. I think she just passed out from exhaustion. That's a relief. I got to say, though, I'm surprised. Is this really the girl you told us about before? Yes, this is Moko Mojiro. Jiro? My friend, our ally, the one who saved our lives. She stopped the invaders from destroying the second campus at the cost of being taken prisoner, right? I guess she must have found a way to escape. I always knew she'd be alright. If the high school pro wrestling scene could break her, what chance do the invaders have? So it's not just a costume. She's an actual wrestler. I wonder how she got through the wall of fire, though. Maybe she followed some invaders in? Or rather, she waited for them to make a hole in the wall, defeated them before they could use it, and then went through herself. But that would mean she defeated a whole squad by herself. Trust me, Moko could have done it. That would explain why she's so tired now, too. Well, it's a better theory than anything I can come up with. If Moko's that strong, having her on the team is going to do wonders for our morale. I was so worried. I wanted to keep believing she'd be okay, but she was gone for so long. Seems like this Moko girl means a lot to Nozomi. No, not just her. Ugamu, Kyoshika, and Kurata clearly care about her too. They told me before that she saved their lives, but I never really got the full story. Look, she's opening her eyes. Huh? You good, Moko? You good, girl?
Moko, are you okay? Do you recognize me? It's me, Nozomi.
Nozomi? And some guy I don't know?
This is Takumi. Nice to meet him.
You brought your boyfriend over to watch me sleep? So not cool.
That's not her boyfriend.
Did you come here all
No,
the way
she
from
just
the
ignores that
invaders'
comment.
base? All alone? Are you going to be okay?
I'm fine. You know me. They must have ripped the F section out of my dictionary, because I don't know the meaning of the word fatigue.
Okay.
All this fatigue is really getting to me, though.
She knows the meaning of the word just fine.
Anyone got a moist towelette? My skin's gonna dry out if I don't take off my makeup before bed.
And she's out again. For the last nonsensical murmur about her skin, Moko closed her eyes and her head went limp. She died.
She's okay, just sleeping. She'll probably need more time to recover completely.
At least she's not in any serious danger. I'm sure she'll be fine once she gets some rest. And now that she's on the school grounds, we can revive her if the worst happens. Hopefully it won't come to that, though.
I hope so. Come on, let's give her some privacy. She wouldn't like you watching her sleep, no matter how fascinating it is to you.
Shut the fuck up, Nozomi. Right. I like how there's like just a little lump in the bed. Zoe and I quietly slipped out of Moko's room. Once we were outside, Nozomi heaved a sigh of relief. This is such a load off my mind. I can hardly believe Moko found her way back to us. I thought we'd be searching for her for a lot longer. I always knew we'd get her back in the end, but I never expected it to be this easy. Let's hope this means our luck's starting to turn. Hey, about that battle when Moko got captured. What exactly happened back then? If it's okay with you, I'd like to hear more about how it all went down. That's fine. I guess I did just skim over it before. Okay, well then. And I think that's where we're gonna end this part. So we can see what the hell Nozomi's gonna tell us next time. And everyone's in their room. And Moko's here, and everyone's in. You two, but these two have been in their room for days. Like in the one room together for days. And it's really fucking sus. It's like, what are you two doing? What is this? You know? Also, so we found Moko. When are we gonna find Hideko? You know what I mean? But we'll have to see about that. But we will leave it here and pick this up next time and see what Nozomi is going to tell us. What will she tell Takumi? Who knows? But this has been a very interesting part. And now we have everybody's here. So yippee! So I will see you guys in the next video, whatever that might be. Bye!